Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us again. It's good to see you here. Let me start with prayer, okay? All right. Father, Mother God, we thank you for being here with us today. As we know, where two or more are gathered in your name, you are there among them. And we are so grateful for your presence in our lives. We send blessings out to all those watching now or in the future that can find comfort and love in these messages, in the words, and connection to us, connection to each other, and connection to you especially, because we know that as servants of God, that is all that we want for anybody, is to be connected with their higher spirit, the love inside them, and their own divinity. So we want to say thank you for all that you do for us through the power and the presence of Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
So I am here with you guys today. I want to talk to you about this little book called Dare to Believe. It's another oldie but a goodie. It's written by May Rowlands, and she is amazing. Everything she writes, I love. She's another one of those that is just amazing. But this particular book, it's really not all that big. I would say probably back then they probably didn't do a lot of, it's a couple hundred pages, I guess, but they're very small pages. But the chapter is Give It the Light Touch. And I'll read a little bit and then we'll talk. We all know the light touch of a spring breeze, and we enjoy it and we're refreshed by it. Many of us know the cold blast of winter, and we are not fond of its fury. Sometimes we attack our problems with the fury of the winter storm. But let us remember that it is the light touch of the spring breeze that dissipates the snow and breaks up and dissolves the ice. Friends who are weighed down with problems into which they pour the substance of their time and attention right to silent unity. Often the problems have become so absorbing to the individual that he cannot think or talk of anything else. The disturbing conditions have become almost an obsession. One of our correspondents discovered that she was doing this. She wrote to us, "I thought I could not concentrate, and I found I was concentrating very well on my problems all day long. Now I can see what you mean when you say concentrate on peace, harmony, and health that you deserve." So it goes on, the whole chapter talks about that, but I really like the phrase that it talks about here, where it says that it's the light breeze that dissipates the snow and breaks up and dissolves the ice. Because it isn't the blast of the winter. It isn't the hardness, the harshness, or the fact that I've concentrated on a problem for so long and now it's going to finally dissipate. It's pulling back and allowing it. Well, we talked a few weeks ago, right, about the golden key, turning it over, or I mean, there's so many different things, but I find in myself that the more I push towards it, the more I have to think about it, the more I have to concentrate on it, the harder I feel like I need to solve it, the harsher it becomes, the harder it is to see. It's like getting too close to the problem. I'm not backing up far enough to see, because we notice if you look at something under a microscope, it looks completely different than it does if you back up and take a look at it. You know, things that are from the outside look beautiful. Sometimes when you get up too close, it's just really painful and rough and scraggly. And when I read this, it just made sense that being lighter, and not just to our problems, but to ourselves, giving ourselves a light touch, being compassionate with ourselves. When we come across something, if I notice, because sometimes, and I'm human, I get stuck in stuff and I'm like, why is this so hard for me right now? And being gentle with myself and saying, okay, that's all right. That's how I was handling it. And I can change that. Now I can handle it this way. And I can give it the light touch. And I can lighten up on myself. And I can give that grace and ease. Oh, I love it when I hear that phrase. People say grace and ease all the time. I want my whole life to be in grace and ease, because for so many years It was harsh and it was hard. And it was like I was a mule pulling something through. That was the only way I felt like I could get something done, was I had to push through the pain. I had to push through the hurt. I had to push through the thoughts. And it's not true. It is not true. And 100 years ago or so, they knew it, only I didn't find it for many years, thus, because, well, 100 years ago, I didn't exist, but you know what I mean? So I would love to hear your thoughts on the difference between the cold winter blast and the gentle breeze breaking things apart, if you would love to share.
I'll share. That's a great topic because I had an aha about that exact thing this morning. I tend to have a habit of getting up early, rushing to get everything done so that when I leave the house or when my maid comes, everything's done. But then I'm exhausted. And today my maid came and I didn't have anywhere that I had to go while she was here. So I decided I would sit outside. Well, it's cooler this morning. So I took my patio chair and I put it in the sun. And I'm sitting there just enjoying the cooler breeze and relaxing. And I see the community cat. He's a black cat. His name is Boo. And he's so relaxed. He's chilled out. Then he gets up and walks around slowly. Oh, he might see a bug. And then he comes to another place and he lays down and relaxes. And I'm like, oh, this is my teacher today, to lighten up, to slow down, to not push myself. I don't have to get it all done now. And it was centering. It was a time then that I could work on the topics we wanted to record, and I could just enjoy nature and sunshine and the beauty and the changing of the seasons, and to lighten up and to enjoy the light touch of the breeze. And it was very helpful. So great topic. Thanks. I love it.
This is a lesson that I learn frequently because it doesn't seem to stick, but I can give a very common, a very new example. I had been shopping for Halloween decorations through a catalog, and they sent me the pieces that I ordered piece by piece. And one time I opened it up and there's this fake Christmas tree that's made out of wood and metal, and it's got different kinds of material, paisley and just all kinds of stuff. And it said on the invoice that it's what I had ordered, which was nothing like what I got. And it had on there, if you have a problem with your order, please call. So I called the woman up, and I am going to plug this company blatantly. It was Lakeside Collections catalog. And I told her what had happened. And when she answered the phone, she said, hi, here's my name. I'm customer service. How can I make your life better today? Wow, what a powerful opening. And it ends up, I kept the tree and they reshipped me the item I had originally asked for. But this woman's attitude made everything worth doing. And if I had called yelling at this person, I think I would have been punished karmically because she was just so sweet and so delightful. But because I talked it out and told her exactly what happened, we laughed about it. She apologized all over the place and sent me the other item, which was perfect. And it's just exactly that. If I go in with grace and ease, that's what I inspire and engender in the people I'm talking with and I'm dealing with. But if I go in to give them their comeuppance, everybody gets defensive and all of a sudden we're enemies. And I know that, and I see it all the time. And yet I learned this lesson over and over again. I try and wait until I'm in that place of acceptance and oneness before I go after whatever it is. So thank you for the topic. And, once again, I'm learning these lessons as we go and grow.
Well, I'd like to add to that because I had something really similar to what you're saying, Linda, and it was a watch band for my Apple Watch, and they come out with these really neat bands now, but I ordered one and it was not the right size, and I called and they said, oh, no problem, we'll send you the link to the right size, and they did. And then I forget whatever, but I ended up talking to them, and the lady just said, you just go ahead and keep that first band. You'll find somebody that, maybe could use it, and we're going to send you the right band. And I said, you have been so kind. And I said, I'll find somebody for that. And so in addition to sending me the right band, they also sent me a little bracelet just to be kind. And so that was something I really had to say because it's so similar to what you were saying. But when you say give it the light touch, I think, I don't know about everybody else, but for me, ever since COVID, I've been, it just sort of thrown me off. And so I try not to schedule too many things. And so I had to go to Nordstrom's to pick up a gift. And then I had a couple other things, and I was hurrying around, and I was getting hungry, and I thought, whoa, wait a minute. You don't have anything else you have to do today. Why don't you go up to the cafe and have your favorite soup and just chill and have this nice lunch by yourself? So that's what I did. And it was like, okay, you don't have to rush. What am I rushing to come home to do nothing so I can embroider some more? No. So I think for me, giving it the light touch is giving myself that freedom to say, you don't have to hurry. You don't have to drive the 70 miles an hour to get home. Lighten it up. So I like the topic and I can relate to it.
That was a great story, Kathy. Thank you. Would anyone like to say anything else on this topic? Okay, then I guess our time is coming to an end. Let me close us out in prayer. I invite you to close your eyes, get centered, and take a breath. God, we give thanks, knowing that you are with us in every moment, knowing that we can call forth your presence, your wisdom, and your being into and of every situation. And we are so grateful. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate you sharing our time together. I know that you can share this link and let anybody and everybody that you know would gain from watching this share it and see it. Please do like our video and leave a comment. We reply to every single comment. And join us again tomorrow for something completely different. Namaste.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us, and let's stay connected and grow in spirit. We are on Facebook. Search for Unity Church of El Cajon and follow us and like our posts. You can reach us on YouTube at Unity Church of El Cajon. Please subscribe to our channel, watch our videos, and leave comments which can help us improve. We are on the web at unityofelcajon.org. Email or call our church office to receive our weekly newsletters, which lists all of our activities and opportunities to learn and grow together.